Hey, it's Bridget with Sleepopolis, and today I am here with our Director of Sleep Health, Dr. Shelby Harris, and we are going to be discussing sleep divorce.
The idea is that when two people are in a bed together and they just are not happy and they're not compatible with their sleep patterns or snoring or whatever, they decide to sleep separately.
And why can this be beneficial?
So it can be beneficial because a lot of people just aren't matched properly when it comes to sleeping in a bed together. So for some people, it lessens the resentment. So there's often one person who might move a lot more or snore more, and then the other person either leaves in the middle of the night to get better sleep. And if you just agree together to sleep separately, it, like I said, lessens the resentment and people both sleep better, and then they have just more connection during the day.
Do you have any examples of couples you've worked with where this has really helped?
Yeah, I mean, I have one couple that I've worked with who for years were trying to work on, it was the husband who was snoring, and they had actually done all the treatments. They had tried getting evaluated for sleep apnea, they had tried the machines for sleep apnea, everything, and nothing was really effective enough. So when we decided to actually say, you know what, you've tried everything you can, we've tried the earplugs, the white noise machine, let's just sleep separate. It actually was very freeing for them both. And for some reason, to have a psychologist say to them, it's okay, this can actually strengthen your relationship, was amazing to see in their faces. And now they're sleeping better.
But here's the thing, I know you don't love the term sleep divorce.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Because I think when people use the term divorce, it has a negative connotation to it a lot of the time. And I think people then feel more shamed if they are sleeping separate. So I think one of my colleagues, Wendy Troxel, calls it a sleep alliance. So you both are agreeing together to sleep apart for the sake of your health, your relationship. And if we get rid of those negative terms, people might accept it more and not feel so shameful about it.
How do you recommend couples navigate going about this?
So I think what I always try to do is to see what their priority as a couple is first. So is your priority to try sleeping together? If it is to try sleeping together, it's figure out what are the things that are the problems. So is it the temperature control? There are a lot of things when it comes to snoring, temp control, or light exposure that we can actually fix for one person versus another. For example, it could be, my spouse's alarm clock goes off so early and it wakes me up, so we could do a vibrating alarm clock. There are different things to try out. And then if they've been evaluated for any more significant sleep disorders and nothing is working, then we say, let's have you sleep separately. And we actually make sure that both sleep environments are fair and equal, so that one person isn't necessarily on the couch or switching back and forth throughout the night or different nights.
Do you have any advice for someone if maybe they haven't brought it up with their partner yet, how they can approach that subject?
It can be delicate, but I think if you're someone who has been leaving the room a lot or having someone else leave the room, I think to come at it as instead of saying you're doing this, instead say something like, I'm concerned that I'm not getting quality sleep, and you're actually probably not getting quality sleep if the person hasn't been evaluated, let's say for snoring. And I want to make sure that we both feel our best during the day so that we actually can be stronger as a couple. And if you come at it as a health concern and an emotional regulation kind of concern, usually people are more open to it.
Are there any times where you do not recommend a sleep divorce?
Well, it's not the first thing that I always recommend. I always say, let's do as much as we can to make sure that you both are sleeping together and happy if that's what you both want. So we always try to fix it first, whatever the issues are, and then if it's not enough, then we'll talk about sleeping separate.
So how could this impact a couple's intimacy?
So that can be a very common concern. So what I tell people is you pick the one bed that's the bed that you're going to maybe lie down and you connect for a while, you snuggle, you have sex, whatever you want to be intimate, and you just spend some time together. But when it's actually time to go to sleep, that's when you retire to your separate environments. And when you have that connection, but then actually sleep better, it really does strengthen the relationship overall.
Anything else you want to say or add about sleep divorce?
We really need to get the shame out of it, and if people just have tried everything and nothing's working, it's so freeing to sleep separate.
All right, well, thank you so much, Dr. Harris, for talking about sleep divorce with us. If you want to learn more about this topic, just head over to sleepopolis.com, and also be sure to hit that subscribe button for more sleep health videos with Dr. Harris, and I will see you next time.